Hi everyone, so today's the day. Today's the day that some of you have been waiting for, and some of you may not have been waiting for or know what this day is all about. But back in April time, I think it was April, I did a video which I'll link on screen now, where I talk about my mental health and how I'm feeling, and it's called something like how I really feel, stripped bare or laid bare or something like that. And I went into detail, not like massive into detail, but I talked about how I was feeling, how I'm struggling with life, and how basically I don't want to get up in the morning, and how my depression's getting worse and my anxiety's getting worse, and I needed to take a break from this channel. And I didn't know when I was going to start the break or how long I was going to go on the break for, but in videos after that I just talked about, I need to have a break. And it got to a point where I decided that on the 31st of May, which is 3 months ago next week, or this week now as you're seeing this, so it's a long time, that I was going to stop filming on that day for bi-weekly vlogs, and then whatever vlog material I've got will go up, and then once that's all gone up I will be officially on a break. I didn't really film anything for this channel until some point in July or August. It was like maybe middle of July, but I haven't filmed much. I just wanted to film little bits and pieces, so when I did come back to the channel I would have vlogs ready to go. But the break started second week of July, I think, that sort of time, and I put a video up saying, well, it was the last vlog, and I think it's called like the last vlog. I'll put that on screen now as well. And basically that was it, and all that's gone up was my new, or it was new at the time, Sunday and Tuesday videos for I don't know how many weeks now, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks I think now, or 8. I've had concert footage videos going up. Like on the Sunday just gone, you will have seen the Hollywood Vampires, and you will have also seen the Rolling Stones and all the other Billy Joels, and that happened in June. And when I was going on the break I said the only thing I'm planning on filming is things that I've got planned, and I said unless I do anything else I weren't really going to film. But I did film bits and pieces, and I have scheduled vlogs. Also another thing was I didn't know what I was going to do vlog wise, if I was going to do daily, which I knew I weren't going to do daily again. I'm not going to say never again, but at the moment it's again, I'm not going to be doing them. And it was like, do I do weekly or bi-weekly? And I thought I really enjoyed the bi-weekly thing. It just got out of hand again. It got to where I was doing videos every day, and this was all part of the problem. What was happening was I was getting a video up every day, and bi-weekly I was ahead by 2 months. So things I was talking about in the bi-weekly I had to be careful I didn't talk about in the daily, and it was so stressful because I didn't know what I'd said, when I'd said it, what I'd told you, and I didn't want to talk about stuff in dailies and you'd be like, because it's in a bi-weekly, like that was going to go up 6 weeks later, and that I found really stressful, and it was part of the reason why I had to take a break. I just had to run out of dailies, which I ran out of weeks ago, and I had to run out of bi-weeklies, which again I run out in the middle of July. And all that's really been going up is the odd bits and pieces that I filmed before my break, and they stopped because I just couldn't be bothered putting any more up. And there is another reason why as well, which I'll get into at some point. But when I stopped filming, I didn't know how long I'll stop filming for, and I think I said in videos like I might get to the break where I run out of footage and I don't want any time off. But I didn't want to film anymore. I didn't want, like when it got to that point when I'd run out of bi-weekly, I didn't want anything up. I didn't want to worry about getting footage up. I didn't want to have to worry about filming myself or talking about myself or talking about my day or my feelings or how low I'm feeling or how like how bad my anxiety is. I didn't want to do it. I just didn't want to do it anymore, and I just knew I was going on a break. And I always thought in the back of my head I would have a month off, but I think it was even before I went on the break or before the footage ran out in July, I decided on the day that I was coming back. I was looking at the calendar and I was like, oh, I don't want to come back then, I don't want to come back then. Then I spotted a date and I was like, that's the date, that's when I want to come back. And that date's today. I'm back. I am back doing vlogs. I've got, as I film this now, all of September scheduled and the first 2 weeks of October scheduled. So I'm ahead, and I need to be ahead for my own mental well-being, because there might be 2 weeks or 3 weeks when I don't film, or I might not film for a week and then film a minute even there over the next few weeks after that. So I need to be ahead. There might be times when I only get a 5-minute vlog up, but you know, I'm not gonna be annoyed at myself or upset or angry with myself because I've put too much pressure on myself regarding this channel that I burnt myself out. I just couldn't carry on, and like I said, a big problem was the bi-weekly footage was like 6, 8, 10 weeks ahead. Then I didn't know what I could say in the daily footage because I didn't want to ruin stuff that I was talking about months later. So that's probably another reason why I won't go back to daily, because I just can't stop myself from talking about things and knowing what I've said when and where. Like, I just want to be able to talk about it and not think, oh, I've not mentioned it yet, I had to wait. So I'm only doing bi-weekly. I think that's more than enough. Like, as you'll see, they're not short vlogs that I've got scheduled, but there might be a time when there is a short one. I can not put my mental health last, which I have been doing with this channel. I've been so consumed with trying to keep this channel going and keeping other people happy and showing others how I feel or showing parts of my day, that I wasn't concentrating on my own mental health, and my mental health got worse because I was giving a lot of myself or a lot of my mental energy to doing these videos, and it was just like, I can't do that anymore. So that's why there's only going to be bi-weekly. There's not going to be, like at one point there was 7 vlogs up a week, and then I cut it down to 5, if you remember, if you were watching then, and then I started to add Sunday and Tuesday videos, and Sunday and Tuesday videos were either me talking about an experience like a story time video, or me showing you something that I've bought, or like, you know, for weeks on a Sunday I've shown you concert footage. That's what Sunday and Tuesday's for. It's not about talking about my feelings or how I feel. It's like, I did Boots hauls and Superdrug hauls and I reviewed them in other videos. That's the sort of content I enjoy creating, and the reason why I enjoy that more so than talking about myself is because I could talk about things that I enjoy, things that like interest me. Like, I could talk about beauty products and makeup and like tell you story times about things that have happened in my past, or funny stories or things like that. I find them so easy to film. I enjoy filming them, I enjoy putting them together. I like it when they go up because I'm talking about things that interest me. But whereas this, I'm having to talk about my feelings or what I've been up to, and I just find it mentally draining. And like, I was putting on acts and pretending I was feeling better than what I was. And even now, like last night, and I'll be really honest with you, because I did a live video called something, I think it's like Saving Myself for Myself Tonight, something like that. I had to do that because last night I was suicidal, and I was sat on my sofa crying, and I think there's a bit of a clip in a vlog that will be coming up like 3rd week of October where I'm crying, and I stopped filming, and then I went into a really, really dark place, and I wanted to end my life. And I'm not going to talk about the ways that I thought of doing it because I don't want to trigger anyone else with depression, but I was very, very low. I just didn't know what else to do with myself, so I went upstairs, took my sleeping tablet, put my camera on and got in bed. And I know if I'm filming myself, I won't do anything to myself, and that was the reason why I did that last night. I may end up having to do it tonight. I am in such a low place. I just don't know what to do with myself, and there's people who were expecting me to carry on because they say it helps them. Like, I'm all for helping people, and that if my experience or anything I say, or even just watching me, helps relax you or helps you deal with the way you're feeling, or helps you learn ways, or if you take anything from me, then, you know, my job's done. Because this is, you know, as I always say, this channel is predominantly for me, about me, to help me, so I can look back on, or others can look back on if I ever do take my own life, and just see how I was feeling and things like that. But if I can help people in the process, then good, but I can't always be here for everyone, so please don't rely on me to be here and to help you and put videos up daily. I can't do it. Like, at the moment, my schedule's going to be bi-weekly Monday, Thursday, and my Sunday and Tuesday videos. That is all I'm going to promise to stick to. But if I don't get a Sunday video up or a Tuesday video, or I don't get a vlog up, I'm not going to be angry with myself, because I've had to learn that I can't be angry with myself, and I can't blame myself for how I feel, and I can't be frustrated if I can't be that person who gets 4 videos up a week. Luckily, I've got Sunday video scheduled until some point in October, I think, and I've got some Tuesday videos, and then I've got all my vlogs for all this month and part of next month, and I'm working on the next one for next month. So, you know, I'm lucky in that respect, and I hope that because I'm ahead, I can stay ahead and it'll help me. But I'm not here to save your life. Like, if you need help, please speak to someone, and that's something I've never done, and I still struggle with. I still don't talk about a lot of what's going on in my head, but I feel like I've come a long way in a, like this year, especially since January. I have come a long way. But I've still got a long way to go, and I still don't talk about a lot of things. I still hold back. I'm still, well, very affected by the police. And another thing is, you know, people are asking me to talk about the police on here. I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm not going to go into details about what they've done, because it doesn't help my mental health. It just upsets me more. So if I come on here and say Melissa Chadwick makes me suicidal, you know, that's a big deal for me to even reveal that on here. But I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of what Melissa Chadwick did to me. Like, she was a DC at Blackburn Police. She's no longer there. She was moved because of what she was doing to Burnley. Like, you know, web toes and 6 fingers, all that. And there's not much I want to say about her, because she's a very horrible person. She did a lot of horrific things to me that I need counselling for, and it's not going to help me to come on here and tell you in detail what Melissa Chadwick did to me. You know, there are some videos that I've done where I do talk about it, but I don't go in severe detail about it, because I can't cope with what she did to me. I can't cope with what her supervisor did to me and a couple of other police officers. But coming on here and talking about it isn't going to help me in the slightest. It's not. But I will say the police have acted unprofessionally and illegally towards me. You know, I've got a solicitor. They know who my solicitor is. He's been in contact about something. You know, he is a good solicitor. He knows a lot of what's gone on. We've talked about it. I've told him bits and pieces. And the best thing I can do right now regarding the police is just talk about it to professionals, not to YouTube. As much as people want to know, it's up to you to make your own mind up about what people have done. You know, it's not like they've just had a go at me about something. They hounded me and they made my life, and continue to make my life, a living hell since the 1st of September 2016. So, as you can see, it's 2 years now, and they still affect me. They're still doing things. They're still, you know, making my life hell. But the police, that's the problem. The police, the police. If I can do anything in my life, if I live, it would be for a proper governing body, not the IPCC, a proper governing body where they are accountable and they have, I believe they should have some of the powers taken away from them, because they do have too many powers and they can do what they've done to me. And if you think what they've done to me, they've probably done it to countless others and probably worse, and people have probably took the life and people have never found out. But the thing about me is, I've actually told people a lot of it. So if I do take my whole own life, a lot of the reason why I feel the way I do is the police, is Melissa Chadwick, is other people surrounding Melissa Chadwick, and my solicitor knows, there's someone else that knows, like the people that need to know. So it will be investigated if I take my own life, and they are to blame. And these videos on here where I've talked about them, you know, it's here. I used to defend Melissa, and a lot of people said it's because of how she was making me feel, and I have a habit of defending people who hurt me. I don't know why I do it, and for a long time I wanted to ask her why she's done what she's done. And 2 people this year made me realise that Melissa Chadwick is a horrible person. She's a nasty person. Only a horrible and nasty person would do the things that she did. But when she was doing it to me, I was absolutely beside myself, upset continuously. Couldn't understand why someone would do something when I'd done nothing to them. I just couldn't get it. So it's took 2 very remarkable people to say, look, this is why she's done it. And there would have been a time I wouldn't have listened to it, but, you know, they are more experienced with life and they've seen a lot of things happen. So I trust what they're saying. So I'm not going to come on here and talk about them in detail. I might come on and go, they've upset me or they make me feel this way or the other. But I'm not going to go into detail. So if you want to know, you know, I'm not going to do it. I don't need to do it. It affects my mental health talking about them. I'm going to have counselling for a very long time to get over what they've done alone. So, you know, that's one of the things I'm not going to talk about. Another issue that I want to bring up is that I got a lot of abuse from men on here. I've made videos, I've named and shamed some of them. I made a video naming and shaming someone who basically went nuts on a live video. I'm going to do another video about him because he continued. But I just want to say to anyone who is abusive towards me on here, you will get blocked instantly. I did say at one point you would get a warning, but to come on here and purposely say something to someone knowing that they're suicidal, they're highly depressed, they're anxious, they're going through hell, and then to make a nasty comment knowing that you could potentially push them over the edge and them kill themselves, that's totally unacceptable, not only on my channel but on anyone's channel really. You shouldn't be seeking out people who are vulnerable and saying stuff to try to get them to kill themselves. It's absolutely disgusting, and I didn't know that people actually did this, but apparently they do. So if you say something out of order, a sexual comment, a nasty remark, anything like that, I will report you, block you, and I'll also put you in a video, because what is wrong with you going on and seeking out people who are suicidal just to make comments and to try to get them to harm themselves? I just can't even comprehend why you would do that, but you will get an instant block on here. I don't need it. And that's about it. That's the long and short of it in nearly 20 minutes. It's probably going to go over 20 minutes, but I'm back. I'm not making any promises. Like I said last time I came back, there's no promises. I'm going to do bi-weekly because I enjoy it, I like it, you know, but just be aware that, you know, I might put a 20 video up. That's 20 minutes of one day, or 20 minutes of 5 days or 2 weeks. You don't see my life. You don't know what's going on in my life. You don't know who I talk to, who I spend my time with, where I go, what I'm doing when I'm not on camera. It's not just me, there's other people, like people put their lives on here, but it's not the whole lives, it's just parts of their lives. So please don't think you know me from what I put on here, because you don't. It'd be like me going on and watching Louise Pentland. She puts a 30-minute vlog up every Sunday approx. Sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 50. And that's her week in that there, but you don't see what she gets up to away from the camera. You don't see what she's like off camera. Is she the same bubbly person? Is she as outgoing off camera? You don't see that. So just think about that when you watch my videos or other people's videos. You're only seeing a snippet of that person's life. If one day I'm sat crying on camera, please don't think that I'm spending 7 days a week crying in a corner somewhere, because I'm not. Yes, I'm down, yes, I'm anxious and depressed, and I'm struggling to get out of the house more and more, and I'll do a video about that separately. But I do get out of the house now and then. I do talk to people, I do interact with people. I may not interact with many people because for my own mental well-being I can't do that at the moment, but please be aware that my life that you see isn't the whole entirety of my life. A lot of people seem to think that. Please don't think that about me or anyone you see on here. You just see little bits. I don't pretend to be anyone other than what I am, because I don't really have the mental energy to do that. But I do hold back on when I'm upset, or I don't go into details. And you know, I'm not going to go into details. I'm not going to tell you the way that I planned to kill myself last night, because that's not fair in other people to do that. If someone's coming on here depressed and I go, oh, last night I was going to do blah blah blah, they may never have thought of doing it that way, so it wouldn't be fair for me to do that. So please don't expect me to do that. If you need any help or advice, then I'm happy to help, but I can't be there for you 24/7 because I have my own issues. Some days I don't have the mental energy to talk to anyone, let alone come on here to talk to other people. Like, even my doctor struggles to get stuff out of me, and she knows me really well, and I've let my guard down with her. I give her the raw and real me, but I still hold back on my feelings, or because I just struggle to let go. But she gets more out of me than anyone else because I trust her more than anyone on the planet. And one day I'll probably end up having to get another doctor, because I'm pretty sure one day she'll retire, or you don't know what's going to happen. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but you know, if you need to talk to someone, and I know this is the hardest thing, and I'm like, I'm the poster girl for not wanting or accepting or knowing how to ask for help, but if you need help, then please speak to someone. If you can't talk to your doctor, then I don't blame you, because I struggled and it worked because of her, it's because of me. But there's loads of people out there, and you know, you could go to 20 different people before you find that one person. But when you find that one person, please give them your all, let your guard down, give them everything, because you will never regret that once you've found that person you know you can trust 100%. But you need to be open with them, and you need to ask for help when you need help, and don't pretend you're more okay than you are, because I get like the Queen award for that, because I still do it even to this day. But just try and be open, and try and be honest, and try and say, look, yeah, I'm struggling, like, I don't know what to do with myself, I'm feeling this way. And also don't hide how bad you feel, because you can never begin to get better if you never admit fully how you truly feel. So this was meant to be a quick video, and it's not, but I just wanted to like talk briefly about some things, and I'm back for a while. I have no plans on taking any time off, but if I miss anything, you know, it's life gets in the way. It's not just my YouTube that's suffered, my blog has suffered, my life has suffered. Like, I didn't even get out of the house today till like 4 o'clock, like, because I'm so down. And then I didn't want to be out of the house, and then I couldn't wait to get back to the house. So, you know, bear with me. And also, if you're going through something yourself, please make the most of the good days, and don't push yourself on the bad days, because pushing yourself is going to make you worse. So if you have a good day and you think, oh, I don't feel too bad today, write a little to-do list, get a few things done. You'll feel better for doing it. You won't get stressed out because you've got 9 million things to do next time you have a good day. And it might encourage you to, a little bit, the next day you might feel, oh, I don't feel as bad today as well. And then, you know, you might have a couple of good days. Like Monday, Tuesday this week I had, well, Monday was the better day, Tuesday was horrific. I had a nightmare Tuesday and Wednesday. There is a vlog coming up about that in October. Yesterday I was down, and today I'm not in a good place. So when I have a day where I think, oh, I don't feel too bad, I do myself a little to-do list. And I get on with things because things are piling up because I'm not getting much done because of how I'm feeling. But I'm back, and you know, not long after this finishes, you'll be getting my first vlog back. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave any questions in the comments of any video that you want answering the question to. And if I can help you in any way, I will do. But it's very important that you do seek help from people other than me, because I'm not an expert. I can only advise you on how I feel, and we're all different. We all feel it differently in different ways, and we all have different signs and symptoms. But any help I can give you, I will try. But please never rely on me. It's not fair on me, and it's not fair on you. And I know there are a couple of you that have relied on me and have not been happy that I've took time off. But I have to put my own mental health first. That's it. Whereas I've not done in the past. And I probably don't put it as first as I should do. But that's me. That's how I am. And that's everything really. So there's 4 months of the year left. So let's see how I get on. Let's see if I get to the end of the year. Because the way I felt lately, I'm not going to be at the end of the year. But I can't predict anything other than take each day as it comes and just get through each day the best as I can. And you know, that's a good bit of advice for anyone. And yeah, that is all. And I can't believe I've talked for half an hour. It's probably because I've had something that's full of sugar. Does anyone else get hyper off sugar or caffeine? Probably not the only one.